Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. We've got a couple of the local beers here that we want to share with you guys. We've got a review here from Mother Earth Brewing Company out of Kinston, North Carolina. If you don't know where Kinston, North Carolina is, you're not alone. It's in the middle of absolutely nowhere in eastern North Carolina. Used to be a very booming farming town, and they're kind of reinventing themselves. The reason why I tell you that is because this brewery, positioned in the middle of downtown, very small downtown, Kinston, North Carolina, has really brought a lot of life to the city, and they brew some really good beer. Got a bunch of solar panels all over an old warehouse. It's a beautiful brewery site that doesn't match the city, but they brew good beer, so that's why we're reviewing it. This is the Tripel. People love to pronounce it different ways. But I've always told it was Tripel. What these are Belgian-style ales, and this is what they call their overhead. This one is 9% alcohol. It's got a real nice golden color, and it is as unfiltered as it gets. I can't even see my hand back here when I do this. These Belgian-style ales they're cloudy, they're not filtered. They don't have a lot of head on them. This one actually probably has a little bit more than most. You can see as you roll around the glass. They're not flat, but if you're used to a real carbonated, sudsy, thick, effervescent head, you're not going to like these. On their website, Mother Earth Brewing, they even talk about how this was crafted to honor the Belgian Trappist monks, who preferred this style of beer that was smooth and balanced. And it said, but then this secret from these monks was leaked out about a half a century ago. It's always considered to be a fairly complex sipping beer with amazing zest that usually finishes smooth and sweet. So now, I always use this for my glass. They do recommend that you put them in the large Tulip glasses, which has the same type of head and top as this, but it does really help with the aroma. A lot of people will also say that they smell yeasty, and that deals with the fact that it's not filtered. So just a couple of FYIs in history of Belgian-style ales. This one usually ranks okay. If you look at the way people talk about it, they like how sweet it is. And you'll hear people describe it. They don't say it on the website for Mother Earth Brewing. They'll say there's probably orange, banana, peach, apple. People are always trying to peg exactly what all the flavors are. I can't find it on the Mother Earth Brewing Company. In every website I looked, it was people guessing. But basically what it says is, as per Mother Earth Brewing, it smells of sweet malt with a bit of yeast spice notes. They do talk about how the alcohol content at 9% kind of hides it with the flavor, and when you smell it, you don't really smell that like imperial alcohol-y flavor. When you taste it, I think because it's so sweet, you don't taste that high alcohol content either, which I personally like. I don't like the taste of alcohol, so I like that, and a lot of times I don't like the over 8% alcohol content beers because of that. This one you can't taste it. They talk about how you can have it from anything from spicy food to steak to wild pheasant, turkey, and then even some desserts. So my take on this is that for a Belgian-style ale, so just an unfiltered Belgian ale, it's really good because I think it has such a complex sweetness to it, and it is very smooth to drink. It doesn't have a lot of bite to it at all. It's unfiltered, which I'm not a fan of, but I mean, I've had some that were almost, to me, tasted twice as unfiltered. It doesn't have that kind of grainy, thick, kind of like there's sediment floating in your mouth flavor like a lot of the Belgian-style ales that I've had in the past do. Now, when you pour these too, you can see it on the bottom of this bottle. You don't have to pour all of it in there if you don't want that. You can leave a little bit of the sediment down on the bottom. I poured most of this in this one, but it's got a nice sweet flavor to it. I think the banana and apple stand out the most. That's just my nose. I eat bananas and apples all the time, so it might just be why I can smell it. I actually don't dislike this beer, which I quite honestly have expected to rate it. I've had it once before, so it's not bad. I wouldn't buy it again. I'm glad I got it on a trade. I wouldn't buy a 6-pack of it just because it's not my flavor of beer. I think if you like Belgian style beers like this, you will like this and you will buy a 6-pack of this. So I definitely recommend it for people who like wheat beers and Belgian style ales. It's a good one. I'm only going to give it a 3 because I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I got it on a trade. I'm glad I tried it. I think it comes from a great brewery. It's just not necessarily my cup of tea in terms of what I tend to drink. So if you like these types of beers, you will probably rank it a 4.5. Alright, so that's my summary. Check it out if you'd like. There it is, right there, Mother Earth Brewing. Thanks for watching microbeerreviews.com. Really appreciate it. Check out our website. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on all that stuff. We've got tons of reviews coming up. And we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.